Sharkast. Sharkast.
This is a podcast. Turn your video on.
IAA Sharkast.
Hello, Sharkland, and welcome to the smooth, soft sounds of Sharkast, episode 43, the Valentines edition, where we have with us today some beautiful IAA couples who would like to introduce themselves to you.
Hi, we are Ramon and Diana. We've been in IAA since beginning of 2020.
January 2020.
February 2020, and and we've been married for almost 15 years.
Okay. 2007.
We have two kids, Agatha and Ramon. Agatha is in 8th grade. She's 13 years old. And Ramon, he is almost 11.
Excellent. And I liked how Diana corrected Ramon on when you moved here and the timelines and things like that. So that tells me you have been married for 15 years. You know how it works.
Yeah, that's correct. Everybody that has been married for 15 years knows that. So.
That's true. That's true.
I'm Divya.
Hi, I'm Lorraine.
Yeah, and we are from India. And this is our 10th year in IAA, in this lovely school of IAA. We'll be completing 10 years. And we have one lovely daughter who's in the 7th grade. And that's it.
We've been married for
15 years. Yeah, 15 years.
Whoa, 15 years. We have a theme going on here. 15 and 15.
We're competing with others.
Very good. Welcome to the
Complete
Sharkast.
16 soon, yeah, in another 6 months.
Excellent. Very good.
Hello.
Hi, so I'm Brian Horvath. I'm the principal at IAA. My wife, Ani,
And I teach first grade.
first grade teacher. So we've been in the IAA community for all of about 6 months. And we have two kids at school, Mac in 8th grade and Jake in 6th. And we haven't been married for 15 years. We've been married for 16.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So
This is amazing.
happy to be here.
Hi, my name is Larry George, and my wife is Jessica. I'm the 23 years de married. Una sola hija.
Nosotros tenemos conocidos 14 años. Fueron 2 años de noviazgo y tenemos 12 años ya casados. Y al año que nos conocimos fue que tomamos la decisión ya de formalizar la relación. Y nos casamos el día que fue un día maravilloso, porque fue cuando también beatificaron a Narcisita Jesús, y para nosotros eso nos llenó mucho.
I'm Andrea, I'm Don's wife. We've been married for 27 years and we have 6 children, but only the 2 youngest are at IAA. They are Brooke and Jessie. Brooke's in 11th grade, Jessie's in 8th grade. And we have been here at IAA for 3.5 years.
Very good. I would always say 4 years because I round up, but she's very, very specific. It's got to be the right amount of time. Since we're the last couple to introduce ourselves, then we get to tell our meeting and marriage story first. These pictures, the top picture in the middle is the picture that we used for our engagement announcement. And you can see that there's just a couple of kids in that picture. And we were a couple of kids. How old were we?
We were 19 and you were almost 22 when we got married.
19 and 21 when we got married. So we were pretty young. That's why we have 6 kids, and maybe we still look young. I look old, she looks young. And this is some pictures of us. Maybe Andrea, you want to tell a little bit about how we met and how the engagement went and when we got married?
Sure. So we met in the spring. We met at church. Our church sometimes has congregations for young single adults, and that's where we were both attending, and we started just doing lots of activities and fun things together. We became really good friends. And then we started looking for excuses to spend more time together because we were both developing feelings for each other. And after a few months, he asked me to marry him. And I was, well, actually, I think you asked me to be your girlfriend first. We started dating. And then a week later, he proposed. And I was very surprised because I was not expecting a proposal already. We'd only been dating for a week. But I couldn't think of any good reasons to tell him no. So 4 months later, we got married, and I haven't regretted it ever since.
When you know the right one has come along, you have to go for it. I just knew and I got lucky, really, honestly. So 7 months altogether from the moment we met each other till the moment we got married.
Yep, that's right. It was a pretty quick courtship.
And 27 years married means that we've been married longer than we were not married.
Yeah,
so
in our lifetime.
So it's just an interesting time period in life. Okay, that's our story. And you can see the picture of how young we were back then. We were just a couple of dumb kids falling in love and starting a family together. And now 6 kids later and a number of moves across the world, and we're at Inter-American Academy, which we love. Go Sharks.
You go, I go.
Well, I always tell the long story, the long way.
I am a man of few words, so I make it very short. So it's better if she says it.
Choose who of us could do it, because I would say very long, but I will try to make it shorter so you don't get bored. Well, we met through internet on 2006. And well, I have a cafe internet in Colombia, and Ramon was in Kuwait. And well, we started to talk, and well, I don't know, like 6 months later, he proposed me through the camera, by the way. But because I had the small cafe internet in the garage of my house, he met all my family through that month, like my best friends, my cousins, my aunties, my mom. So yeah, everything was like meeting the family that way. In the moment, that wasn't exist Facebook or Instagram or nothing. That was just Messenger from Hotmail. And well, he proposed me, and I said yes through the camera. And he came like 1 month after to meet me, and yeah, everything works well. And
well, that was 19th of March 2007.
Okay, I'm trying to be shorter than that.
No, I went to Colombia, and
he came to
went to Colombia from Kuwait, and then I met her mom, I met the entire family, basically. So I had to
still meeting a lot of my family.
Every time I go to Colombia, I meet a new cousin, because Colombian families are huge. So I proposed, I had the rings, I proposed I proposed to her mom, and obviously that was 15 years ago.
Yeah, please take care.
Yeah. But she came to Kuwait. At the time we were living in Kuwait, and then in Kuwait, it's illegal to live unmarried, okay? So she came as a tourist for a month, and then when she was there, we got married, and ever since then.
Yeah. So, well, it was actually a cool ceremony, if I can say, because we were Muslims, so we had to do it like a civil. You say that?
We have the pictures actually. Let me show you. Okay.
So Ramon forgot the rings in the car.
Yes.
So we had the ceremony in the
court.
Yeah. And we could not take pictures inside the court, and we could not even kiss inside the court because it's a Muslim law.
Sharia law.
So, but the lady let us give like a very nice kiss, and then we had to put the rings in the middle of the desert in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Was it hot?
Very hot.
It was
hot.
July, so it was like probably 50 degrees, but you will feel like 54 degrees, 56 degrees.
This is a picture that Divya and Naren will like. This is our time in India, in New Delhi. in Holi, which is one of the coolest party we ever attended in our life. It was amazing. Yeah, Holi is an amazing party. I mean, really, we had a lot of fun with the kids. And then
I thought maybe that was a picture of you after spending too much time in the Kuwaiti parking lot putting the rings on.
Yeah, sort of. Yeah, sort of. Yeah. Yeah.
And here is when we arrived here in Ecuador.
Yes.
Nice.
In Laguna
Plaza.
Laguna Plaza.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Laguna Plaza, and then we have a very nice picture here when we were young, skinny and beautiful. So there you go.
That one. That's when I moved to Kuwait and married Ramon. So my mom did my dress, and so I brought everything to Kuwait. So when we came out of the court, I was the only woman that was dressed up like for a wedding,
like a proper bride. Yeah.
Exactly. So the people that was passing in the cars, they start to
honk,
and then they were doing the thing they do with the
that
tongues,
sound like that.
Something like that. It was actually like a nice celebration. Yeah.
Very nice.
Let me see. We have something else remarkable. Yeah. Here with the Buljar Arab. So
yes.
And I think. Well,
we have a lot.
You can see we have a lot of pictures.
Sorry, we had to open our Facebook because I forgot to prepare the pictures. I'm sorry.
That's okay. We enjoyed the pictures. Thank you for sharing them. Excellent.
So now we don't know how
Yes, that's it. That's it. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
What a wonderful story. And Ramon, I think you did the right thing by proposing to Diana's mother.
Absolutely, no doubt. Yeah.
Very important.
Right?
Traditions are very important.
Child, so.
Excellent. Thank you for sharing. Divya and Naren.
Thank you.
Okay, when we were growing up, because we are the same age, in those days, like I say, my generation, 27 to 30 years back, when we were entering the university, very common to not have a love marriage and the parents finding for you a batch. So India is very known for arranged marriages. But in our case, maybe destiny had a different story. When my parents were looking out for us, I didn't find somebody, nor did he. And then we ended up finding each other on a matrimonial website.
Oh, wonderful.
Okay, yeah. So it's exactly like a Facebook of matrimony, or, like a website, matrimonio.com, like that, a wedding site.
Because in India, there are like, since India is known for arranged marriages, so, there are some websites where you sign up, me may sign up over there and she sign up to look for
a match.
Look for a match.
Yeah.
So we both were in a website,
And we got to know each other. We got friendly. He sent me a friendship request. I accepted, and then he came to meet me. So we just met twice. And we said, let's see. And then we started chatting in those days, the MSN Messenger. And then we felt that we are getting along. Then his parents officially came to my parents to ask my hand in marriage for their son.
Okay.
Because it has to go his parents came to my house to ask my parents for my hand in marriage for him. It's basically you go to the girl's house and say, we would like our son to get married to your daughter. So it was very official.
So it was an online finding, but still a traditional parental arrangement.
Yes. The parents are in loop all the time.
We met through online, but the way of doing everything was like kind of an arranged marriage. But it was online. It's not that our families looked for us, or like my family didn't look for a girl or her family for a boy. We ended up finding each other.
Yes.
But everything went through like an arranged marriage.
Actually, in India, we have matchmakers or family that helps you to find a suitable match for your son and daughter. It's very common. If you don't have your fiance, or you don't have your boyfriend, or your love interest, where you don't have anybody to get married to, so the family gets into the picture and helps you to find a suitable match for you with the help of matchmakers or through family and friends. So in our case, maybe that was not working out. So we had to find each other on our matrimonial website. So in India, it's famous.
Let me just ask you a question about the website, the matrimonial website. So, some of those websites are swipe left, swipe right. Parents didn't get to swipe left or right. It was just you two.
Yeah, it was like a wedding Tinder, some people wanted to look into dating. We were serious about marriage. And
it's basically those sites, like you are looking for a groom or you're looking for a bride.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's not
you're
like
not looking to date. You're looking to get married.
Because even the newspapers those days used to have the matrimonial columns where people would search a suitable groom or a suitable bride.
Because India is famous for arranged marriages.
India those days was famous for arranged marriage. Now it's really changed. Now the concept has really changed.
How has it changed?
Yeah. Now everybody finds a match for themselves, especially in the metro cities and the modern cities.
The new generation doesn't believe so much now in arranged marriages. They fall in love and they want to do a love marriage. So things have changed a lot. And the new generation is different. But in those times, arranged marriages were a very important part of your life.
Because you don't know your husband, you don't know your wife, you don't know them, you're not even friends. You just meet twice and you get engaged. So you know everything after you're engaged, So you get to know your partner after you're married.
Spouse after you.
Yeah. So you just meet the boy and the girl meets once or twice and then you're engaged. And so then
you have to tell us about weddings in India and your wedding because they're pretty awesome. Tell us about that.
Yes. So after when we got married, first of course we had a court marriage, and then Indian marriage is a huge 5 days affair. We have 5 wedding functions. And it's all about everybody is only eating good food.
Diana and Ramon know everything, so they're enjoying this.
So it's about eating good food and partying and dancing and drinking. It's all about that. If you're putting the mehndi, the tattoo, you're eating good food and you're dancing and enjoying your wedding. Every function is lots of color, culture, dance, a lot of good food, and a lot of good music. It's a lot of dance. It's beautiful, basically.
It's all about dance.
It's actually it's a moment. A person who doesn't know the Indian marriage, and you should see it once. It's like a chance once in a lifetime. You should attend an Indian wedding. It's beautiful.
We people look for the reasons to party during the marriage.
Yes.
So it's like you can be 2 day, 3 day, 4 day, 5 days, 6, and the more you want, you can do it. It's not a problem. And everybody is with you.
Yeah. It's all about having fun and dancing around. And of course, but of course, besides that, Indian marriages are well known for their beautiful clothes, the beautiful attire that the bride and the bridegroom wear, the entire family wears, not to forget the expensive jewelry that goes with it. So it's so much about all this, it's color, jewelry, clothes. It's beautiful.
The jewelry and the gold is a very important part of the marriage.
Yes.
The more you want to put gold is better. The more you enjoy, the more you feel good.
Yeah, it's all about
and it's functions and functions and functions. The marriage is like 1 week affair. 1 week. Here, you get married today and tomorrow you're back to your routine. But there it's like 1 week affair. It has to be like that. People don't get satisfied in 1 or 2 or 3 days.
And it's not only about only partying. There are a lot of rituals also take place. A lot of ceremonies, rituals that like we get married in front of the fire goddess. It's the yagya. So you basically the fire god witnesses your marriage. It's a very sacred thing. Marriage is very sacred in India. So the fire, earth, water, everything is witnessing and protecting you and blessing you. So that's the whole thing. And a lot of rituals and prayer services happen during the marriage. Like there's a protection ceremony, and there is a blessing from the Lord Ganesha that everything goes well. So there are a lot of rituals and a lot of fun and frolic together with the whole thing.
Do you guys have any pictures?
Yeah.
Show us the pictures. We want to see.
We just have one or two of the wedding. This is when we were newly married.
Wow.
This is from Ecuador.
Yeah, this is from Ecuador when we were newly married and just came. Getting to know each other still, no? Newly married, because we hardly knew each other. Till we got married, we had only met twice. And you just get married. And this is one of the engagement ceremonies where you exchange the ring.
Okay.
Our rings are exchanged on an engagement. It's called the ring ceremony. It's one day before the wedding. The boy and the girl, the groom and the bride, the bride and the bridegroom exchange rings. The boy,
I love the clothes. I especially, Naren, I love that shirt with the nice butterfly collar. That's awesome.
Yeah, that was the fashion 15 years back, 16 years back.
Yeah.
Thank you. We'll show you this is the Indian wedding. This is how you dress up yourself for the wedding. This is the typical clothes that you need to put for the
wedding. Yeah,
wedding.
The groom has a turban, and the bride has her head covered and all the jewelry and everything. This is the wedding ceremony.
This is the main function.
The wedding ceremony. And after this, you change clothes, and then you have the wedding reception. So every function you change clothes and you wear different. So every day there's a different party, different clothes. You know.
This is
the main ceremony.
The main clothes, the typical clothes when you are getting married.
Gotcha. Who looks happier in this picture?
Definitely me. I think he looks not too sure, you know. I hope I'm getting in with the right woman, you know. It was me who was thinking more about that, you know, leaving India and coming so far.
I guess maybe out of 100, 1% you're nervous. So 99 you're confident.
Yeah.
So that 1% has come on the face.
Well, you guys are both smiling now and very happy. So it must have worked out okay.
Yeah. So far, so good. I hope it goes good again.
Yeah, we are now 15 years of marriage, and everything is going very good.
Excellent.
Blessed. How you say we are blessed. Grateful and blessed.
Congratulations and happy Valentine's Day.
I would just like to add one thing. India is known for arranged marriages, but I think we met each other and we arranged our love marriage. So that's how we found each other and we arranged our love marriage. So that's what the matrimonial website was about. Like our parents didn't help us find each other, so we arranged our love marriage.
We got married first, and then we started to know each other, and we did it very fine. We did it very
nice, beautiful. What a great Valentine's story. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you to you.
Anya and Brian?
Hello. Well, I think our story is quite different from everyone's. Not at all traditional. So Brian and I met in the lunch line at a school where we were both working. And I think we had both been avoiding each other because everyone in the school was kind of talking about, I had just started working school and everybody was telling me, you've got to meet Brian Horvath, you've got to meet Brian Horvath. And I think he was getting the same message, but I really, at that moment, I wasn't really interested in meeting anyone. So I was avoiding him, but I got trapped, you know, those lunch lines that have the metal railings that go around. Yeah, so I was there and I couldn't go forward, and he was coming in through the sort of tunnel. I don't know how you call that exactly, but anyway, so that's how we met. And we did not have a very short courtship. 6 years we dated before we decided to get married. So 16 years of marriage and 6 years of dating. So I proposed to Brian. So we had been kind of talking about the idea of sort of dancing around the conversation of marriage. And in typical fashion, one of the things that I love dearly about my husband is that he's funny. And so when we started having this conversation, he said to me, well, if we're gonna get married, I want a big rock. So like a big engagement ring. So, you know, he said that in passing, But I went to the art teacher the next day and asked her to help me, not physically, but with instructions of how I could build a boulder for Brian. So I made a giant rock out of paper mache and then put it in a dishwasher box and wrapped the whole thing with turquoise paper, if you know Tiffany's, and a big white satin ribbon. And one evening after we had been in a function together, we had arrived at the function separately. So he came over to my house, to my apartment afterwards separately. So I got home and organized everything in the house, including this giant box, and sat him down on the couch and delivered his giant rock, to which he said yes.
Yeah, that was it.
Did you get down on one knee, Ani?
I did not. And actually,
I did make mention of that.
no, well, maybe, I don't remember that part. But what I do remember was that as soon as I asked him, will you marry me? He said, did you ask my father? His mother wasn't alive any longer, so there was it was just his dad, and I was like, no, but I could do that. We could call him now, but we did call him, but more to celebrate together than I don't think I ever formally asked.
I will give you an aside though. So when we got married, we had 23 people at our wedding, which is basically the opposite of any Indian wedding. And we asked people not to give us like plates and cups because we had no idea what we were going to do with that. So everybody bought us camping stuff like backpacks and hiking boots, and we quit our jobs and we spent 6 months hiking around Asia, India. We ended up in Europe for a little while, and that was kind of how we launched our
yeah.
Very cool.
So our honeymoon was 6 months long.
Wow.
That's the way to do it.
With 6 weeks in India.
Yeah.
So
during wedding season. Very cool. A lot of fun.
Excellent. What a story. So how long, Ani, before you gave the big rock to Brian? How long did you know each other?
6 years.
So 6 years. So it was 6 years. Wow.
Yeah.
Since the cafeteria line.
Since the cafeteria line. Yeah. So yeah, it was.
That's a lot of school lunches.
Excellent. Well, happy Valentine's Day. What a story. Excellent. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Happy Valentine's Day to you too, or to all of you.
Jessica and Larry, si quieren compartir su cuenta.
Hola, bueno, la historia es un poco larga. Pues mi cuñado, que es casado con mi hermana, trabajaba en la misma empresa de Jessica, ¿no? Y ocasionalmente, de vez en cuando, ellos se reunían a conversar, a tomar un trago o a comer algo. Justamente en aquel día lo hicieron en la casa de una tía mía, y en esa casa pues yo casualmente llegué por visitar, 7 de la noche más o menos, y ahí la he conocido a Jessica, que ya la había visto en la primera comunión de mi sobrina, ¿no? Y bueno, ya las habíamos visto, y bueno, ahí hablamos un poco, y luego comenzamos a salir. Creo que festejamos su cumpleaños aquí, ¿no? Luego salimos de viaje, nos fuimos a la playa aquí. Bueno, y salimos saliendo y festejando aquí. Sí, bueno, y ahí nos fuimos de viaje, y después, eso fue en febrero, después decidimos casarnos en octubre, de febrero a octubre.
Al año. Por la decisión de casarnos nosotros fue algo un poco diferente. Generalmente el hombre es el que le pide matrimonio a la mujer, ¿no? En este caso fue algo diferente, porque nosotros ya como teníamos un año ya de pareja, yo en ese entonces tenía ya 38 años, era ya muy independiente. Entonces yo en ese año que ya teníamos en relación le dije a Larry, bueno mi amor, ¿cómo ves la relación? Entonces él me dijo, ay, está perfecta, y yo esperaba que él me diga, ay, qué lindo, mira, ¿qué te parece? Formalicemos, casemos, y no me dijo nada de eso. Yo me quedé así como que, ¿y aquí qué pasó? Entonces le dije, bueno, pero ¿qué aspiras a futuro? Bien, vamos a continuar, nos estamos llevando bien, y nada más. Entonces yo en verdad aspiraba a algo y lo que le dije fue, bueno, en verdad, Larry, yo ya he cumplido cada etapa de mi vida, he ido cumpliendo mis metas y una de mis metas es tener una familia, pero si no está en tus metas, no hay problema, hasta aquí llegó la relación. Y fue así, ¿no? Entonces, Larry me dice, no, Jess, y le digo, es que yo ya busco formalizar, y si tú no crees que es el momento, yo creo que cada uno tiene que darse una oportunidad por su cuenta, y bueno, le dije, quedamos libres para que cada uno encuentre su pareja. En ese momento, ahí es donde él me dice, no, Jess, yo me quiero casar contigo. Entonces es como que casi lo presioné, ¿no? Más o menos. Y en verdad que no me arrepiento, porque creo que si no hubiésemos tomado esa decisión y no lo hubiese presionado, no nos hubiésemos quizás casado. Y bueno, gracias ahí fue que en ese día fijamos la fecha y al año casamos. Han pasado 12 años de esa relación. A los 2 años tuvimos a Crystal y bueno, aquí estamos, gracias a Dios.
Qué bueno, Larry, todo es verdad, ¿no? Lo que dijo ella.
Sí, a confesión de parte, relevo de prueba, dicen los abogados.
Very good. So it sounds like our last 2 couples, the women proposed to the men, essentially.
Propósito.
Qué bueno.
Y tenemos, mira, esta es nuestra bella familia, en este año se unió a la familia.
Hi, Crystal. ¿Cómo se llama la mascota?
Brownita.
Brownita. Okay. Very good. Excellent. And I did notice too that you're using the best technology in showing your picture. Put it in the camera. Show us another picture. Shows your technology. There you go. The old-fashioned technology. With Obama?
No, pero la réplica.
Now Crystal's showing us all the pictures of her. Well, thank you all for sharing your Valentine's stories. Excellent. Did you guys, when you were backpacking for 6 months, did you have like the dreadlocks and stuff and like wash dishes prepared?
Yeah, my hair was twice the length it is now.
Very good.
Yeah.
We saw Naren and Ramon had hair. So the wives are blamed for them losing their hair.
Maybe
Dr.
that's
Don,
why
you're lucky you still have hair.
Maybe that's why we didn't see any pictures of Brian, because he didn't want to show whether he had hair when they got married or not.
Yeah. Well, I tell you, that's full hair when I got married. Look at it now. They're gone. Really.
My mom said that if the marriage doesn't kill you, it will make you a little
Stronger.
No.
Stronger. That's not what your mom said.
No stronger. It will do this.
Long time.
Hair, getting fat, all that stuff.
We were in Lao.
My hair, everything.
I was just gonna say, we were in Lao at the time for New Year's, and my hair was getting a little bit shaggy, so I decided I'm gonna go to this local barber for New Year's Eve. And I asked the guy if he could shave my head. He said, sure, no thing, no problem. What I didn't realize is he had one razor that he'd probably had for about a year, and he shaved my head with a dull razor. Turns out to be probably the most painful hour of my life. Like, he literally tore every hair out of my head. So I started the new year with a whole nother experience.
So you weren't bald until that haircut, and then that just ripped all the hair. That was worse than waxing.
I'm still in trauma. I have no hair coming back.
Oh, how much fun we have as married couples, right?
A lot.
All right. Well, thank you, IAA Valentines couples. Excellent.
Happy Valentine's.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's.
Valentine's.
Bye.
Bye.
Happy Valentine's Day. Go Sharks. That was good. That was good enough.